Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. If you're ready, we're ready to send. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down the road. Pick up your foot and let me go down the road. Catch your foot. Good to have each and every one of you, wherever you're joining us from, wherever you're tuning in from. If you're with us tonight, the technicians are on duty. You have signed up, you're fired up, and you're ready to go, folks. Share the live. Paulette Niles. I see French is here. Kind of fancy first names. I can't even call it. Ashamed to call it wrong. Is it DJ Pin? DJ Spin. DJ Spin. Good to have you here, Paulette Niles. Share the live, and John. Smash that emoji button. We fired up at this end, and we're ready to go. Good to have you, Diane Fordyce. Mark Alvin. It's good to be back in familiar places. It's good to be back here, sir. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. Wherever you're joining us from, we're going to be sharing the live at our end too, folks. We're going to be smashing the emoji button, folks. We're fired up and we're ready to go, and we hope that you guys are as well. Share the live. Where is this country coming to? I hear some people saying how this is little Dubai. I'm still looking for it. Is with this country coming to Dubai got law and order? This country, folks, what's to come to do? We can't live like that. We dare not turn our backs on order and decency. What is country coming to? That's why we want to know. Who knows for us? Help us to know, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, it's good to be back, folks. Good to be back. But you know what they say? You know what them boys say? Here today, gone tomorrow. Here today. And we did tell you guys it's going to be a traveling summer. We did warn y'all. Y'all taking note now. Y'all taking note now, folks. It was such a privilege to be in that space and that place last week, folks. Where are you joining us from? Welcome in the ring, good folks. Last week, Ayabo Natasha, Ronald Long, Bernice, Bruce James. Good to have you, Dan Graves, Andy. Good to have each and every one of you. I see Andrew Caleb joining us. Is it Blacklyn, New York, Brooklyn, Earthfisal? Do let us know where you're joining us from. I see somebody say Blacklyn. Come, folks. Who there with us tonight, folks? New Jersey in the house. Lovely Lily. Who with me tonight, guys? Good to have each and every one of you on the live. Sandra Hanover. How is the volume, folks? How are we doing out there? Can you hear us loud and clear? You seeing us good? Well, I can't ask for everybody because, you know, we big. We big. But we ain't stupid. We big and we got sense. That's why I want them boys to know. Who is us tonight? Yolanda Thomas. Folks, here tonight. Another country tomorrow. Who knows? We like keeping you all on your toes. I'm just telling you, folks, it's going to be a traveling summer. It was such a privilege, folks. It was such a privilege being in the Turk and Caicos Islands. My God. Beautiful place. Gonna get nice money to live there. You got a really nice money to pass through there, though. Beautiful place. Beautiful people. Folks, I was at the Speaker's Ball. You see? Speaker's Ball. When I see some of the offerings, let me put it that way, the offerings of the Turks and Caicos, I understood in minute detail this mantra, maybe it's the motto of that beautiful island, or islands. They say beautiful by nature. I said, yes. When I saw some of the offerings, you understand? Roxana Dessa, Penelope, Melissa Mentor. When I saw some of the offerings at the Speaker's Ball, I said, hey, Turks and Caicos, take one for a little while. It's only because the money along like that. and I want people to deport me. It's only because Troy Fraser, I go take one for the team. Hortense Isaac, Penelope, Tessa, Trevon, Mavis, I go take one for the team just like that. Just like that. When you see the offerings, I heard a young woman sang the anthem of Turks and Caicos. I felt naturalized one time. Naturalized. That was the power in the voice. Where are you finding us? Where are you finding us from tonight? Where are you joining us from? You know, where are you joining us from? We say good. I went good. And then I come back. I come back to GT. You see? And there's all kinds of things. All kinds of things. You see? Law and order. Well, in Dubai, if you want, you can just wake up one morning and put on sirens and police lights on your vehicle. Just like that. Oh, that's the beauty of this country we're living in. You see? You just wake up one day. Sherlyn Juice, it's Henry, Carol Hudson. You can wake up one day and just put on lights in your vehicle. Just, what's the police? What's law and order in this country? That's why you want to know. Melissa Monroe, what's the law and order? You could just wake up one day. Wake up one day, just, you just wake up. Wake up like that, you just wake up. And you go back, bam. Pratam. You just throw on some sirens, is that right? As official today. And them boys is real bad. John Jones could get outright at you with flags flying in the wind. We tell you all this country, we were always the wild west, but now we wilding to the west. We wilding to the west. And so we just thought we'd show you some what we gonna put up with. Some what we gonna put up with. You come back and things say at home. Home take one. Who with me tonight? Who's sharing the live? Trevor, Linda, Jamal. Jamal said no law and order. No, Jamal, I counteract you. I overrule you. I overrule you, Jamal. Because law and order is of a different kind. Out front parts. Out front parts say, them boys come back. It's true. It's true. Them boys come back. Folks, yeah. Don't cut where you can't fetch, Kiana. Ayabo, tell them don't cut where you can't fetch. Right? Sean Mercurius, did I call it right? Mavis Davis, well, tell them don't cut where you can't fetch. It's wild west. You think we have country? You think we have country? And by the late great poet, my ultimate favorite of poets, the late great, our national poet, Martin Carter. He was a bright fellow. Was he not? Martin told us, he said, Guyana is not a country. I said, what? Martin said, Guyana is a civilized plantation. Civilized plantation. Just do whatever you want to do. Wherever you wake up, whatever the mind of a Guyanese can conceive and believe, he can achieve. Sirens on you. I miss y'all, people. I miss y'all. I have missed you, good folks. Me even care if y'all have missed back to me. I don't even care if y'all have missed back to me. You see? I don't even care. Fight on y'all. Happy Emancipation, by the way. Happy Emancipation. We're not going to see you guys tomorrow. We're going to see you guys until Wednesday. Tomorrow is Emancipation. We've come a far way, but not far enough. Have you ever checked it, folks? Have you ever checked it? We've been slaves longer than we've been free. You see, that's why I watch some of y'all. I say it's true. Emancipate yourselves. The late great Caribbean poet Bob Marley said, from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind. And you can see how that song has real good meaning tonight. You see? That's why you know these songs, the potency, years after, that song's still relevant. That song's still relevant, folks. Luan Hall, that song still relevant. Luan, fire upon you. I will tell you I'm bringing chocolate for you, Luan. I bring in chocolate. Don't rush up. In my Charmin Blackman voice, you can get brush up. You can get brush up. Folks, I saw Charmin the other day in coach. I got a bright smile. Y'all don't come wrong, Charmin, for I fight y'all. Then fight your family for reading your eulogy. Charmin looks so beautiful. Charmin got a kind of turtle flesh. You know, I know where she getting the work done, but she getting younger. You know, like Dolly Parton stick at like 39, somewhere there, the Charmin. Forever young. Beautiful woman. Bonnie, you lucky. Bonnie, you lucky. I used to behave bad as a married man. You lucky. You're lucky. The music, Charmin like it make in this country. The music. You don't know. You don't know. Who don't know though? So folks, happy emancipation. We gotta emancipate ourselves. And I can show y'all just now who shared their life tonight, folks. How relevant Marley is. You all remember that song? Oh, pirates, yes, the rabbi. How are you? I know this politics thing. I work on this hosting thing. I gotta fall back. If the general secretary thing, when they have seen working, I gotta fall back. So light to the merchant ships. You hear that little thing in that voice there? The little butter? Julian Burks. Y'all missed me. Haven't you? I want y'all know the Turks and Caicos people love me. So they don't come around me funny. They love me. My Turks and Caicos people love me. See, I can go there and make it. So light to the merchant ships. Yeah. There are people in this place, you know. But happy emancipation before we get there. Patricia Kisoon, Heather, happy emancipation. Ayabo, happy emancipation. Clive Jackson, Claire Alexis family, welcome home. Claire, can't even tell them that you're home, girl. You can find it right just now. I can't even tell them you're home. If y'all hear Claire home, it's not I tell y'all. It's not I tell y'all. You see? Anyone Claire says me. Anyone say Claire says me. Ayabo asked me if I given up on the guy. And he's no. It's the trench crappos and the jackpot says never given up on. Folks, I want to wish you guys a happy emancipation. Where are you joining us from? With a cup of coffee. You can't find good stuff these days, you know. Shucks. There's a cup of coffee now. You see that? Happy emancipation, folks. You know? Happy emancipation. We got a long way to go. Right? Whether you are emancipated from indentured servitude or from slavery, how have you come? Happy emancipation. We've come a far way. We've come a far way. I listen out though, for them jagabats and trench crappos, who come with empty words? Or from a Kalman, Leon Logan, you know they like you. But they can still come, you gotta watch them. In my man's voice, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Waveney Doris is the only person that says, Sherrod, welcome home. The only person. Waveney, I call you name alone for the rest of the night. Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris. How much time we got in this program? Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris, Waveney Doris. Thank you, Waveney. Waveney is the only person. Happy emancipation. Waveney, happy emancipation. You see this country here? Sit down, calm down. I come. I came back, folks. I was coming back. It's Friday came back. Folks, I was still in washroom at CGIA. I turned on the pipe. I think I'm still in Turks and Caicos. I think I'm still in Miami. I had to go through JFK, go through New York, came through Miami. I think I'm still in one of them places. When I bust the pipe, sir, if said the water coming, looks. I say, hey, I meet home, boy. Welcome home, sir. You land back. You land back. You see? Welcome home. Folks, you know I miss back channels tonight. Duck hot tonight with back channels. You go want to hear Duck tonight. Because y'all buy when China. But Duck tell me it's everything. You think it was? They got some dogs in hunting. That's what Duck told us. Some dogs in hunting this China trip. They got some sticky wickets in this China trip. Remember this phrase, right? Man spreader. Folks, don't miss. I tell you, for your own good. For your own good. Don't miss. Back channels. Duck at the back channels. Professor Shamir Ali, former ambassador to Kuwait. He got the back channels. He got the back channels, folks. Right, Carlada? He got the back channels. He got the... The folks are saying no song. That's not me. You got to buy proper phones. Everything that go by is not weird. They said, you know, our song is strong. Don't think we come back from Turks and Caicos with no pian song. And we're not taking no pian songs to some other places, folks. You see when you're traveling this world, eh? There's got a little demon on your shoulder. Why you know that? A little demon. I busting through JFK. Hey, little demon start talking to me. It's what you going back there for. Yeah. It's what you going back there for. Same thing when I come in. Like I say, international demon. Yeah? Take the side. I coming through Miami airport. Folks, oh sweet Jesus. I going through JFK. Going through Miami International. Whatever it's called. I feel so energized. Like I'm a focus sharp. I feel empowered. Like I can take on the work. Take on the world. Then you come back and the pipe at CGIA. Dripping. You turn it on and wash your hands. Drip, 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 drip. I said, wasn't the demons, was the angels talking to me? Was the Lord himself speaking to me? But I listen. Forgive me, Father. Forgive me. I thought it was the devil, but I know it was the Lord. You see, I'm still finding the voice, you know. I'm still learning every day how to find the voice. So we can talk about Ali, especially in the back channels. And you see foreign people that come home, watch yourself. Foreign people that come home, watch yourself. And folks, a star is born. We got a beauty in Cubana. Some of y'all lucky, you know. I want y'all know them. Right? Lucky the damn little God. Lucky the damn little God. Some of y'all lucky. I know the time cold. You understand me? Some of y'all lucky. A star is born. We got a queen in Cubano, folks. And then, folks, our guest tonight, believe it or not, the one and only Trevor Benn. The one and only. Folks, it's good to be here. It's good to be here with each and every one of you. There's so many things we're covering tonight on the fight card. Right? But I'm telling y'all laugh the man with the siren. Man, just wake up on this siren. Check one. Flashing lights. Check one. Just so. Right? Well, hold on. Cubano, hold on. I'll come to Cubano. Hold on. We'll come again. Vanessa Brewster says, welcome back, Sharon. Sending love to you. Oh, my Lord. I feel so nice there. I feel real nice there. A little while I hear some of them words. Welcome back. Sending all my love to you. You see that? This is the first time ever I see Guyana Spectator, you know, busting so much laugh on this live. The first time ever. Look, laugh emoji there. You see? Don't just laugh. You know, subscribe to the program, send a contribution. We don't run out of water. We don't run out of water. We don't. Folks, you think things tough by you? Them boys are giving out little funds for small businesses in Region 5. I think that's what they tell us. Region 5. Right? I don't know Region 5 people say different. The people say those of you, it's about 10 and 15. You know, Region 5 is not a big region. People are very quiet there, easy going. You understand me? Lovely people. They say we can give up some small business grants and so on. You know, buy up your votes and so on. You know how it goes. Nothing strange. Buy up your loyalty and so on. Folks, y'all think it's only I get things tough? Y'all think it's I alone get things brown? Folks, yeah? If you see people who turn out, you think it's Kwame getting married. Yeah? You don't think it's Jack, you just had a baby. If you see people who come out for see, Things tight in this country. Things tight and tough. And this is demonstrative of it. I don't know everybody in Region 5 had a small business. This is the Polori lady from Moripo Market. Remember the one who had the $3 million in Polori in the one glass case? She's from Region 5. She turned out. Here if you see people, folks, take a look at Region 5. Small business grant. Region 5, take one. Take a look, folks. You open up and take a listen. All right, folks. Welcome back. She's well established now. Region 5 is the business capital of this country. Who knew Hightower was Region 4, especially Georgetown? It's Region 5. Everybody got business. Everybody in 5 got business. Even Matches. Everybody got business in Region 5. Every man an entrepreneur. I love that as a slogan for region. Every man an entrepreneur. Apparently everybody in Guyana lives in Region 5 too. I see some people from Cubana who I know. I see people from K2. Yeah, money given out in these tight, hard guava season. Nothing doing in the economy. Money given up. People traveling the distance to try the luck. People are traveling, folks. Moving on. You know, some folks give us a different vantage point of that too. A different vantage point. Take a look. Same story. Yeah, that's some of what we saw in Region 5. Because some people came to that place well, no trouble, left pregnant, pushing and shoving, all manner of things there, things tight. In this country, every business person living in Region 5 part in this country. I sure we saw about 750,000 people waiting on those small business grants. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. People need empowerment, and even in business, especially in these tough times, you need a helping hand. I got small business too. People need a helping hand. That's some of what we saw, folks. That was the opener. That was the opener. Yep, that was it. Let's track some things we're following internationally. Quick, folks. We circle back to the region. And then, folks, we're coming for landing. We're coming in for landing. This was a stuntsman. Well, folks, unfortunately, right? The fellow had his last stunt today. Climbed high up on a building, they tell us. I think it was in China. Right? Trying to find my place in my notes. Right? They said all the way to China. This fellow went, scaled the building, and then he got into some trouble. And from 68 stories up, they're telling us that our brother fell, lost his footing, tried to get the attention of a room attendant in the building that he was scaling. Right? And this is Remy Lucindi. I think that is his name. He loves to climb these tall buildings all over the world. And he got a passion for that. Some folks said today, our brother took it a little too far. That's what some of the folks are saying. And unfortunately, our brother lost his life. Remy Lucindi, that is what they tell us his name is. And unfortunately, again, too many screens here. Remy Lucindi. He's a Frenchman, and he loves to scale these skyscrapers. Right? He encountered some difficulty. The 68th floor. And one room attendant says that Remy was knocking on the window. Right? And she summoned police. And somewhere in that process, he lost his footing and fell 68 feet to his death. Our thoughts and prayers. Remy's friends, family, loved ones, folks, here today, gone tomorrow, unfortunately. Here today, gone tomorrow. Walk good, Remy. Walk good. No doubt we'll be scaling the pearly gates on the other side. Folks, we'll head to the back channels. As I said, Professor Shamir Ali got the back channels on that China trip. You want to take some notes. You might as well get a pen and paper. You might as well get a pen and paper for the back channels tonight on China. Some serious stuff. This thing got teeth, folks. Professor Shamir Ali, take it away for us.
Greetings, listeners in Guyana and globally. Assalamu alaikum and namaste. Blessed, happy, and enjoyable Emancipation Day celebrations. And hopefully we will reflect on the past and what we experience in the present so we can collectively work together for a better tomorrow. Thanks to Sheridan and his team, today is my 20th presentation in the ring. And I will focus on President Ali's visit to China. Despite what you read in the social media and the press, this was not a state visit. A state visit is not the red carpet. Carpets can be red, it can be blue, it can be green, it can be purple, depending on what the host nation chooses. It is the protocols that happened. Are you arriving in the capital of the city? Are you being accompanied by your wife? Who is meeting you when you first land in the host nation? Those are some of the protocols that were not present for the visit by Guyana. China, South China Morning News, the official news agency, reported that the president of China was hosting 6 world leaders, and the prominent one was from Indonesia, Joko Widodo, and other visitors for the opening of the World University Games was the presidents of Mauritania, Burundi, and Guyana, and the prime ministers of Georgia and Fiji. A news release, the visit is coming to an end. First paragraph says it is a visit for the opening of the games. Indonesia is the 4th largest nation in the world. First is India, 1.4 billion, 1.428 billion. China, 1.425 billion, very close. USA, 340 million. Indonesia, 278 million. 99.90 are all Muslims. So the China president is trying to get a better relationship with a Muslim nation because China is having some problems with the Muslims in China. The 5th nation in the world for population is Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, a picture is worth 1,000 words. This is the official picture of the visit with the 2 presidents, China and Indonesia, with their wives. Repeat, with their wives. Another official picture, the 6 visitors, the Chinese host leader, and 2 wives, China and Indonesia. No other wives were. So that is some of the evidence. What has surprised me in this China visit is that there's a note verbal, and I have it, 3 pages, on the 14th of July, which had the official delegation as 10 persons. The president, Minister of Foreign Affairs, a new name I saw for the first time, a Dr. Riyadh, Executive Liaison Officer to the President. Another new name, Anthony W., Advisor and Investment. I thought Guyana Investment Advisor is Go Invest, chief for the whole country. And there's a deputy CEO at Go Invest. We don't see his name often, but they're not here. And I happen to know both persons because both were formerly with AFC. Both the CEO of Go Invest and the deputy were former AFC members in their different lives. There's a Commissioner of Police Commission, the Director of Protocol, yes, Special Project Officer, Mr. Dwayne A., Close Protection Officer, Presidential Photographer, and Communication Officer, and of course, the Ambassador in China, An Yin Chu, who I happen to know, she represented the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at the Go Invest Board, where I served as the Deputy Chair. The biggest surprise in the Guyana media and the government is the list of 20 people from the private sector who went on that trip. And surprisingly, one of the names is on the Homeland Security and DEA list. And those who know in Guyana know, and the government of Guyana has to have the evidence. There is the name, there is a date of birth in 74, his passport number ending in 40, all the above. I have it. So this is known, yet the Guyana government have such a person on their list. My second biggest surprise was the name number 17, 18, 19, and 20. All Chinese name, well, they could be Chinese Guyanese, power to them. But who are they representing? Blank, missing. So hopefully the media, when there is a report on the trip, and Parliament will ask, what do these people do? Who are they represent? And questions of that nature. Now, it has been reported that we're going for the Belt and Road Initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, The Middle East, Africa are cursing the minute and damn the hour, and they're cutting back. Sri Lanka is crying tears for what they did with the port, literally run the company, unable to pay. These projects are good, but if you don't generate the revenue to pay back, is the payback and the interest, and then China comes and takes over. Where's Guyana based? In the Western Hemisphere. We know the history with Guyana, with Lyndon Forbes, Sampson, Burnham, nationalization of acquisition of assets. Nobody will buy the access. We can't have money for food. Are we looking for that again? With tying a bundle with one? Our policy has always been non-alignment, friends with all, enemies of none. Today's relationships change for tomorrow. So we are going on a very sticky road with that Belt and Road, very, very sticky. I know the US government, whilst the president was in his visit, the ambassador's car with the flag was seen at the office of the president because of that one person who was not to be on the list. And I'm sure the president got smarter team around him. The big announcement for Huawei coming to Guyana, ICT technology, they banned from the USA. You think the USA with Exxon Billion will want Huawei from President Ali's decision? No, that dog is not going to hunt. They can make all the big announcements, but those promises, with all due respect, are dangerous for Guyana. UK has banned them. Australia has banned them. The European Union has banned them. So that's a very sticky wicket. My takeaway, I asked, what is the biggest takeaway from my president? He said, well, your president of Guyana is known as the man spreader. I said, no. They said, yes, he's known as the man spreader. Well, I know what man spreader is. Public speaking teach you to stand heels together and toes out, especially when you're a leader, an official, and especially when you're a president. One picture only. Look at this picture. President Ali, left foot on the east, right foot on the west. That is what is called man spreader. That means you need some etiquette training in standing and positioning. Best wishes to all. Have a great night and a blessed Emancipation Day. One people, one nation, one destiny. Tomorrow will be better, but we collectively have to work at it. Nothing comes easy. Freedom is not easy. Emancipation told us nothing comes without a representation globally. The French Revolution is my favorite one I quote at my classes. What the French Revolution has done and the other mini revolutions all over the world. Good night. God bless you. Amen. Hallelujah.
Man spreader. Me just stamp like a bad man. That's what it mean. Can't run the world, still stamp like a bad man. Eh? Don't bluff me. Pretty much I tell them Chinese. Don't bluff me. Don't bullshit is work. Don't bluff me. Man spreader. Thank you, Professor Shamir Ali. I was getting back channels. Is you the Americans watching? There's plenty of them, you know. Folks, back channels tell us. Some of them fighting to travel, fighting the visa get revoked. You see? I went through Miami to get to, well, I went through JFK to get to Turks and Caicos. I good. Nobody didn't touch me phone. Visa intact. Came through Miami. Who vex? Thank the Lord, even got a visa. Who vex? So that's something we're following. You know the banditry getting to a high level now in Trinidad? Fella jump in the wrong house. The wrong damn house. He was shot summarily. Don't cut where can't fetch. He was shot. Trinidad is seeing an uptick in violence. We watching it. Jennifer Fraser, hold on. Jennifer's contributed to our program live on YouTube. In the comment section at the bottom, there's a dollar sign. You touch that, folk, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong at all. You touch that. Don't touch in the way that boys try to touch this family in Trinidad. You know, shot summarily. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If a man could put on sirens, flashing lights on his vehicle, just like that, just wake up one morning, you can't defend yourself. You can't defend yourself. Well, he won't be doing that again. That's out of the region, out of Trinidad and Tobago. Locally, Norcy just come home. She hard-earned money. You know, you go in the diaspora to make a way because them boys trample you in the line to get the business grant, the small business grant. Right? You go to make a way. Them boys get the lady Robbie welcome. The woman there, she there. In her own house, you know. I think the reports tell us that she was coming out in the shower. Well, it's bar in the shower. She didn't know that. US-based Guyanese nurse. One pallet holder. Oh, Mr. Bandits. I got plead with y'all how the installed regime president is plead with the private sector. For let the little things flow down. You know? They get a little cutback, little tax rebate, something. He was begging them, you're not paying people at the bottom. Oh, Mr. Bandits. Nurse, work hard. Nurse, work hard. Oh. Yeah, get back nurse, thing now. This report we have here says that pallet holder was robbed at gunpoint of cash and jewelry just one day after she landed, you know. One day after she landed. So like them boys trace pallet from the airport. Right? Trace she from the airport. And Paulette says the act was committed by two males dressed in dark colored clothing, one of them being masked and armed with a suspected handgun, while the other was armed with a knife. Holder was in her bedroom. In her bedroom, when she was pounced upon by the masked suspect, who pointed the suspected firearm to her head, you know, and demanded the cash. She handed over her purse, which contained more than 275,000 Ghana dollars. Now, she had earned money in her bedroom, you know. Now, she tumble them up. Yeah? Send them out pregnant. What did they say then? And the ropes in there. I find a lot of ministers coming out periodically. Frank and Ben. And it's the big ones. Periodically, you seen them. It's like they're working part-time. I don't know. The ropes in there. The People's Progressive Party installed regime in the campaign. They promised a crime prevention plan. We're still waiting. Like the free education, like the 40,000 old age pension. We're still waiting for cure for blackouts, for chicken pox, for smallpox. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for cure like a McQuamie beautiful. We're still waiting. All of our promises, all of those were promises. The rob Norcy, that was welcome. One day Norcy touchdown. There's a good Robin. There's a good Robin. Cubana got a queen. The queen of Cubana. Cubana. Folks, well, I think the beauty speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. And this, they tell us, is the lovely Ariana Williams of Cubana. This is in Region 1. I tell you, Joshua is that Guyana, you know. Don't do it. Do not make that mistake. Right? And all we are better. The damn little gun. Cubana got a queen. You know, these are the times them boys go shopping. Pageant and so on. Pageant happening in these remote places. I'm happy. Now, a couple of our young ladies go walk away intact. I want to say congrats to this beautiful, stunning young lady out of Cubana. Region 1, congrats. Right? Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. We got to give our young people the enabling environment where they can flourish. You see? And just let them be all that they were meant to be, folks. That's how we got to do. So congrats to Ariana Williams. Congrats. The Queen of Cubana, folks. And then some sad news. 17-year-old. Just start working. You see mother milk still in the face. Work placement in an outing. You see? And our brother come back. Our brother did not come back. That's how this country stay. Here today, gone tomorrow. Soon you miss, them boys gone with you. They're telling us that he stayed out of the water for almost the entire day. And then some of his colleagues were sitting close to the water's edge at this creek on the Linden-Soosdijk Highway. And he went and he was chatting with them. For some reason, they drifted away. And then suddenly an alarm is raised. The people say the thing happened so fast. And listen to his name. I ain't going to go into it for too long, but those of you who know Miles David Monroe, young man, so full of life. Himself and his colleagues, they say, from Qualfon, Providence, went to the popular creek on the Linden-Soosdijk Highway when all things went downhill on Saturday. Our thoughts and prayers go to Miles David Monroe's friends, family, and loved ones. 17 years old. 17 years old. And transition life in this horrific way. Our thoughts and prayers go to all of them. The Qualfon family as well. What good, Miles David. What good. What good. Never seek to know for whom the bell tolls. The great poet Don John says, it tolls for thee. How all these things keep going in these prisons? That's why I want to know. Huh? How all these things keep finding a way into the prison system? Mazaruni prison over the weekend. Cell phone, microwave, flat screen TV, airbed. You see? Electric motorcycle, all kinds of things finding their way into the prison system. Is it Gypsy to sing the song, somebody letting the cocaine pass? Is it Gypsy? Or is it Chalk Dust? Calypso history, a little thing. Right? A little thing. Because the things that happen in Turks and Caicos, folks, what happens in Turks stays there. Somebody letting the contraband pass. Waterbed, airbed, jacuzzi, all manner of things turning up in these prisons across the country. They got little Dubai now outside. He's inside the prison. We keep people saying, little Dubai. He's inside the prison he must be talking about. He's inside the prison. Folks tell us the bridge. You know, there's a bridge heading over to Brazil if you go to Ledem. If you go to Ledem, I pass through my area, I don't come around me, gotta get my money's worth out of the ticket. Right? Out of Ledem, the bridge caving in on the Ghanaian side. The people were keen to let us know the bridge caving in is always we. It's always we. Oh, we can't fix this little bridge here, man. Yeah? How do you have friends, family, for every get a new bridge, new road, new this, new that? Robbing people since the complete country. Let me fix this bridge here, man. Let me fix the bridge. I begging. When you going to Bumpin, good bridge, good road in Bumpin. Soon you touch side, it's problems. Soon you touch side, it's problems. The residents of Peters Hall want to know what happened with the land issue there. You all know they bring the new Harbour Bridge at Peters Hall. You all know they bring the new Harbour Bridge at Peters Hall. Chandel, you sleeping yet? Chandel's son told us that all kind of now she's getting knuckled. Folks, I went to a fantastic wedding last evening, Saturday night. You know, my cousin got married to a beautiful young lady. Right? A beautiful young lady. Beautiful. Welcome, Ray. Welcome to the family. So I got you all photograph of that. Tomorrow night, though, what must you don't pass you? Wednesday night, I mean. What must you don't pass you? You know what up at the wedding? Garden. I went put up at garden. I said, Garden, this family big for me. It big enough. You can imagine one family with me and Garden inside. One family. Huh? One family. You know? Ray, welcome to the family. Ray, welcome to the family. Chandel is sleeping yet, girl? Chandel's son says she's watch. This is a cousin of mine. Watch the program religiously every night. Loud, loud, loud. And through all the bell ringing, she's sleeping. You sleeping yet, Chandel? Ray, welcome to this mad, crazy family. Right? And you met me first. You met, oh, y'all don't know Garden. Oh, Lord, about the story now. About the story now. Hold on. Moving on, folks. I want to let you laugh. Moving on. Moving on. You're not trying with Ben at the Union Place. You're not trying to rob somebody at the Union Place. It's different there. Folks, Trevor Benn has come on a serious fire. Let's check y'all, make sure y'all wake up. Serious fire, this credit union. Some people like to see progress, you know. You see? Some people like to see progress. That's why he's got to tie a little red ribbon on you. You best go to Friday night service. Then invite you a little holy oil in your head. Pray for you. Red ribbon, huh? You like red ribbon? But I'm sharing with Ben. But again, public service credit union. I'm so privileged that Ben is with us tonight. Trevor Benn. The man has shown, and John, Latoya Spencer, Andrew Griffith, that he has testicular fortitude. Lesbian Hamilton. Testicular fortitude. He stand up to them. You got to stand up to them. How long you gonna run? How long? Huh? How long? How long? Having an all to stand. We stand up here. Having an all to stand. Yeah. Let welcome the man properly. He's a proper person. He's a proper person. Welcome, Mr. Ben. I'll give you a proper welcome. Here is the proper welcome.
We are very privileged this evening to have with us Trevor Benn, who is the chairman of the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. I see the title being bandied about managing member. Maybe he can talk to us about that, if there's any veracity to that phrase. And the High Court, just in the last week, handed down a definitive decision on some issues that were winding their way through the court system. Mr. Ben, give us a little background for those who might be new to the issue, and then bring us from that decision.
Okay, thank you very much, Sharon, and good evening, everyone. For those who have been following, the credit union moved in May of 2022 to remove me as chair. They remove a vote of no confidence. I was not given an opportunity to respond. I was not told that this was going to happen, and it came to me as a surprise. In fact, it came to most of the members of the credit union as a surprise when this happened. So a number of the members went to the committee of management and asked them for an explanation. And when they couldn't get an explanation, they decided to move a petition calling on the 9 members who voted for me to be removed to be removed themselves, as well as for a new election to be held at a special general meeting. The committee of management refused to accept the wishes of the members, and so some of the members took the matter to court. In October of last year, the court ruled that the members were in order to make the request, and that a special general meeting must be held by the 24th of October under certain conditions, one of which is that there should be an IT company which was used in the previous annual general meeting to be used to supply virtual meeting, to make the meeting virtual, as well as to hold elections.
Mm-hmm.
And that elections must be held in all 10 regions.
Wow.
So the Committee of Management requested a waiver from the High Court to use a local IT supplier instead. But before the court could rule on that, they withdrew the request and went ahead and used the local IT supplier. When we saw that, we felt that it was not conducive for us to participate in this in the sham, because one, they did not use the IT provider. The one that they were using wasn't known. Nobody knew him or the provider before, and so we were uncertain about their capability. But also, we did not know, they did not agree for the meetings to be held in all 10 regions.
Mhm.
And so that meant that people had to come to Georgetown to be part of the meeting and to be able to vote. Now, 5,000 people, there were no facility in Georgetown that could hold 5,000 people at one time. And they only gave 2 hours for persons to register, which was not possible. And so that led us to feel that they were not serious about this special general meeting and they didn't want this thing to happen. And so we withdrew. And the members went back to court, and the court ruled last week that this group was not serious about the order of the court.
Wow.
And to compound it, they were not present in court last week. They were the main antagonists were traveling at the time, and so the court did not view that kindly.
Mhm.
You know, they felt that the court, I suspect, felt that it was being disrespected, and so the court took certain decisions. But more than that, the 3 people who were named are people who were served with the notice of the case. Whenever the case is filed, you have to serve notice on the parties. And in an attempt to serve on all of the 9 members of the committee, the 12 members of the committee, a number of them refused to accept the order when it was served on them. In one case, the person was chased out of the school compound where the person was. And so they were not made parties because it was not served on them. And the court only acted on those who were served. So it's the 3 people who were served that the court spoke to and asked that they should be removed. I suspect that if all of them were served, maybe the court might be like-minded about all of them. But having said that, the 3 people were removed, and the court ordered that Trevor Benn, Patrick Mentor, and Rajadai Jagannath replace those people that are being removed. So the court did not pronounce on who should be in what position. So since it is a short space of time for us to complete the task which the members have asked us for, we have agreed to work as a team to make this possible. And Mr. Patrick Mentor at this time will perform duties as chair, I will perform duties as secretary, and Ms. Rajadai will perform duties as treasurer, which he's already doing. This is just to facilitate the holding of the special general meeting and to meet the order of the court, which the previous committee refused to do. But Sherrod, more than this, members should know that the withholding of the special general meeting, among other things, has resulted in the membership not getting their dividends for the past.
Wow. Wow. That's one of the questions I wanted to ask. Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead.
we should have had annual general meeting, not special general meeting. Annual general meeting was due since 2022.
Yeah.
We could not have those meetings because members of the committee were pushing them to be postponed by 3 years. One of the reasons, as I said last year, that they have removed this because I was against that. The rules of the committee said that we must have annual general meetings, not every 3 years, annual. And so we were planning last year to have the annual general meeting, and it's only at the annual general meeting that dividends can be approved.
Yeah.
And so the not holding annual general meeting is stopping our members who have been supporting the credit union, who've been saving their hard-earned money with the credit union over the years. Then dividend. The other thing that members are really upset about is that in removing Patrick Yard some years ago, one of the things that the members were really upset about is the amount of money that the Committee of Management was spending on travel.
I was coming here to go ahead.
In this dispensation, since May of 2022, the record shows that in excess of $31 million was spent on travel.
Sweet Jesus.
$31 million was spent on travel by the Committee of Management. in that period.
Wow.
In addition to
That's a staggering figure, Mr. Ben. Staggering.
So for this year alone, some people traveled 4 times. We're only in July.
Yeah.
We're only in July, and this year alone, some people have left the country for one place or the other. At the time when the court met last week, a number of persons were in Canada attending.
Wow. Mr. Ben, I know you're not the person to talk about these issues because you don't toot your own horn. But the fact remains, from the time you took over this union, people saw progress, and it wasn't progress in traveling. I mean, week after week, you were making announcements, car loans, loans for house, this, all kind of things. I think you are on the cusp of even getting something like a bank card. You just go to ATM and withdraw your money as the needs be. I mean, when you go in, I've been in credit union years ago. That was a dismal, dark place. You go in there now, things are very upbeat. You can see this is, progress is being made, but some of that, as you're explaining here, has been stymied over this time.
Yes.
My God.
Sharon, it's really troubling because, Guyana perhaps is the only country in the English-speaking Caribbean with credit union that do not have bank cards, ATM cards.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of the credit unions across the Caribbean have bank cards for the members. We were moving in that direction. The Committee of Management voted it down, said that it was not right for that.
Yeah, I know another thing that is heavy on your heart is this issue. You clearly have a love for this organization. And I already talked about the length of time it takes between applying for a loan and getting one.
Yes, Cheryl, that's a troubling issue. When I got there in 2018, it took you almost a month to get $20,000 loan. And many of our members, I kid you not, many of our members come for as low as $50,000, as low as $30,000 loan. They have serious needs and they need the money urgently.
Yeah.
And it took sometimes up to a month because people, among other things, you have to get people to sign checks who are working and they take the time to come in to sign and so on.
Traveling.
And travel. We moved that from a month to 1 day, the same day you could have gotten that month. It's almost back to where it was in 2018.
Wow.
It's almost back.
Maybe less bureaucracy.
We decided that, look, cut out this issue of signing checks. Let's transfer the money to the people's bank account. Some of that is still happening, but we still have a large number of checks being signed every day. Back to that. We talked about ensuring that when people come from out of town, little things that make big difference in people's life. People travel from all distances. So when they come, they would get a snack in the morning, some coffee, some juice, something.
Yeah.
They cut it out.
But they could spend $31 million in traveling. Like that.
The ATM card would have cost us less than $30 million. To get it going, it was costing us at the time less than $30 million. And in this year alone, this committee spent over $31 million on traveling.
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating. We open an office in Essequibo. We identify a building in Region 6 and Region 10. They voted it down on the pretense that if they allow it to be open under my watch, I would get a credit and people are going to vote for me. So they voted for getting a building to buy in Region 10. At a good market price, we were getting a building to buy. They voted it down. And now they're renting a building. They're renting a building in Region 10 to house our office. We no longer have the opportunity for the building that we would have.
Yeah. They seem not to be people for progress at all.
It's a bunch of petty individuals who only see how they could benefit from this organization and not what it can do for its members.
Yeah, clearly.
Sharon, you probably heard that we also invested in a land in Georgetown to have a complex. If you go to Barbados, you go to Trinidad, you go to Dominica, you go to Cayman Islands, and you see these buildings that these people occupy, we are the least. But there's so many things that we could do to augment our income in
Yeah.
the building, a new complex.
Yeah.
They bought the building. They objected. They didn't have enough votes to stop the purchase of the land. But once the land was purchased, they stopped work being done on the land.
Yeah, my God.
So everything that was done for the benefit of the members to make them more comfortable, to help them to be, you know, to benefit more from the organization has been voted down. But in terms of traveling, there was one member who said, in terms of the budget, I'm not going to approve an unbalanced budget. Any budget coming to me must be balanced. Well, any accountant would know the foolishness in that. But that member has been traveling a lot.
Oh, wow.
You know, so Sherrod, there's a lot that the members need to discuss at this special general meeting, and they need to understand what has been going on.
Yeah.
They need to be given an opportunity to select people who have their best interests at heart. I don't believe that this group of people have their best interests at heart.
Mr. Ben, we were all impressed. I was very impressed. You back in and you said first priority is the AGM. Nothing must stand in the way of that. And I heard talks also about auditing the finances to know what you're actually taking over. You can talk to us a little bit about that, those two priorities, and whether there are other things, because we listed a whole number of things you wanted to do prior to these people coming and usurping and being installed. Whether you're pursuing any of those things in the interim, or you're just looking to the AGM and what comes next.
So yes, Sherrod, you're correct. The priority at this time is the special general meeting ordered by the court. We don't have the mandate to go beyond that. But since it's a financial institution that we are overseeing, we want to make sure that the health of the financial institution is sound. So we have requested this CEO to proceed with the audit. The terms of reference for that audit has been prepared, and she has been assigned the responsibility of making sure that that is done in the shortest possible time. But in the meanwhile, we are planning the special general meeting. Today, we had a meeting with the IT company out of Trinidad, and you will be very happy to hear what is going to be coming to Guyana for the very first time in election. And I hope we can have the GCOM to listen in and to observe and to see the benefits of IT in its work with regard to voting. We are going to break ground in Guyana. We started in 2021, and
I was about to say that. So why did we start now?
We are advancing the kind of technology that is coming with this election, with the credit union, has never been seen in Guyana before.
Excellent.
So those are our priority, making sure that we have this election, but make sure it is done without being challenged, giving everybody an equal opportunity, and making sure that it is transparent.
Yeah.
As much as possible for all the benefit of all of our members. We make sure that we set the ground for transparency in this organization, and that once it is set up, that it is used going forward.
You've gone back in after quite a tough time. Have the management and staff been cooperative thus far since you've gone back?
Very cooperative, very cooperative. In fact, I may use the term relieved, some of them, many of them. They were working under duress, stress. It is a bunch of people who feel that their word or no word. Whatever I say must go. When I come in the afternoon for a meeting, I must be able to order steak instead of a snack.
Wow.
For a 2-hour meeting or a 1-hour meeting.
Wow.
And the staff must find a steak for me at my...
That's a personal piggy bank. That's a personal piggy bank.
Yeah. So I think the staff, for the most part, they are relieved, and they have been cooperating so far. The intention is to make sure that the work of the credit union is not affected, and that the members' business are our priority. We have We have a competent group of people working there who understands their role. They just need the leadership. And that's what we are happy to provide.
Excellent. I know this is a credit union that has a lot of members. You have this impending election. So give us some specifics, because I know a lot of people are going to be watching us this evening. The date, time, place, if all has been worked out.
So we have to have 5,000 people in attendance at the special general meeting, and I am hoping that we can convince all of our members, as many of them as possible, to participate. We have close to about 15,000 members, so I believe we can manage that, and we have to ensure that we have the 5,000 people. We also will be having locations in every region, and we will roll out how this is going to be done to the media. We want the media to be closely involved in the process. So transparency, so that they can see what our plans are going into the special general meeting, and they can be able to attest from the input to the outcome. The output. So we will have a day in this month when we're going to invite the media to come and see the rollout of the technology that we're going to be using for the hosting of this election. It's going to be twofold, where people can participate in person as well as virtually. You're going to have the election. You could vote electronically, or you could vote in person. We're going to be promoting people voting electronically, even those who are in person. There's a technology that we're going to be used to help to facilitate that. So we're working on a date when we can bring everybody in, and for them to be able to be advised on how we are preparing for this process.
Excellent. So we're heading into an election, Mr. Ben. What are you saying to union members, current? I'm an active member for, in the interest of transparency, an active member of the credit union. Members current, and even those who are looking at this union, because I mean, if people are getting loans the same day, loans for car, loans for the building of homes, bond cars and all that, a lot of people might want to join this union. In your own mind, talk to us briefly, if you can, I know we're pressed for time, about the future of the union as you can see it.
So, Sherrod, I would like to see in the not too distant future that the credit union becoming the go-to finance facility for public servants in Guyana. Already we have a significant portion of the public servants as members. We want to build on that. All of the products that we are offering at the moment, Sherrod, can only be continued and supported with the support of the members. In that regard, I want to let people know that the money is not infinite. We have limitations to what we can do, and we can only be able to meet the demands of the members if members themselves support the credit union in terms of their banking arrangement. We expect to see more savings. In order to lend, we have to bring in money. And so more people have to use the credit union as their major banking institution. The loans that we give out on the same day is different from the car loan and the mortgage. And obviously we'll understand why, because of the investigations go on. But for ordinary loans, you should be able to get that in a year. We want to increase the threshold from 1 million. We don't know what that is going to be yet, but we want to increase the threshold. We want to consult our members to make sure that you could come in on a day and get a certain amount of money for emergencies.
Nice time.
Yeah, we want to make sure that our members remain. They must not be wanted. If they have a funeral, they have a sickness, they have examination, they must know that the credit union is there for them.
Yeah.
We want to also invest in some insurance packages for our members. A lot of people, when they retire, they don't have access to funding. And most banks, most insurance companies would not do business with them. We want to find ways to continue to support our hard-working public servants who have given a lot to us over the years. We don't just want to abandon them. You know, today I was at the office, and as I was leaving, a young lady approached me. She said, Mr. Ben, you know, I'm 60 years old now, and I approached the institution for a loan, and they told me that I'm too old. What can you do for me? Well, I couldn't give her an answer right away because I have to discuss it with the members, but things like that. We don't want our people. I've said to them in the past that no member should leave the credit union uncertain about how we will be able to help them. Or no member must leave the credit union without getting some form of help. If we can't give them everything that they want, they must be able to get some form of help.
Love the sound of that.
So we have to orient our staff to make sure that when people come through that door, whatever their issues are, there must be somebody on the team who could come up with a strategy to support them. We may not be able to help everybody, but we should not just get rid of them.
And you've been helping a lot of people.
So we will continue that.
That being said, eligibility, I know somebody might hear you like this. I like what this man is saying. I like this vision. I get to sign up for the union tomorrow. Can such a person vote, or there's a year and a day rule? What is the eligibility to vote in this election coming up here?
So once you're a member, you're eligible to vote. But the process of becoming a member will not allow them to be a member in the period that we are hoping to have this election. But we still encourage people to join up. Next election is going to be very soon. This is only a special general meeting, and we will have to have an annual general meeting. So we encourage people to join. And in fact, since last week, it is the number of people that have been coming in asking for application forms is phenomenal. People beginning to feel alive again. So we want to encourage that. We want to encourage that. We have a plan for the members that will see the credit union rivaling any bank in Guyana.
Yeah. Is it true the credit union has like the lowest interest rate to pay back? Something of that sort?
When calculated, it is. When calculated, it is. I would leave that to the technical people to discuss it. But more than any other institution, financial institution, our systems and our requirements are not as tough on them like others. So many people, when they come to us, they thank us because the experience in other institutions have not been the same. So
excellent.
So we want to maintain that, and we want to make sure that our members continue to have services that are different from others and better than others.
Excellent. Based on what you've said here, it is easy to see why people support you the way they do, why people love you and love your leadership the way they do. And I hope that the credit union can continue to grow from strength to strength. Folks, as I said, I'm an active member of the credit union, and I've seen its benefits. I've seen it. Right now, I got a form to get some signatures, and I'm coming in this very week. I see the benefits of it. And, they didn't ask me to say this, but I can say this because I've introduced people to the credit union because I've seen the value of being a member of the credit union. Join the credit union. You got to want something. You got to want a loan. Right? But I use it personally as a form of savings because God knows otherwise I might make it. Listen, I want to thank you for being on the broadcast this evening. It's always a privilege having you. Thank you for availing yourself on such short notice.
Thank you, Sharon.
Have a great evening.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Thank you so much on that front. That's our time, folks, and that's our program. That is we time, and that is our program. Before you go, please know you're shopping for a good commissioner of votes of affidavits and a justice of the peace, the Alistair Collins firm. Folks, we want to recommend them highly to you folks. You're right down there at the Callion Mall. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Callion Mall, folks, 649-6410. They're open Monday to Saturday. And we use them. We don't just promote people here that we know and we think. We recommend them highly to you folks. The Alistair Collins firm. Join the union too. You gotta be in the public service though. You gotta be in the public service. Folks, the Alistair Collins from the one for you. So I'm mixing up my drinks tonight. Mixing my drinks. That being said, folks, that's our time. We're going to leave it there. That's our program. Stay safe. It's been good being here with you. Robin Leander, we see you there. Vanilla Garnett. Bunduri. Jaiwan Bunduri, we see you too. Rexan. Good to have you. Bellamona, Dolet, Latoya, Debbie, Charles, and all the other folks. That's our time this evening. Jolly, out front ports. Good to see you. Heaven Fit. Good to have you as well, folks. That's going to do it for us. They say, share the live. Smash that emoji button. Y'all for him back. We looking thin. We looking thin, folks. Help y'all boy out. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Stay safe, folks. Until our next broadcast. We're off all day tomorrow. It's Emancipation Day. It's a national holiday. We're using it. We can take it. So we see you guys back here on Wednesday. Stay safe.